All right, there you go. So let's start off the call like we always do with our recognition of people doing some hard work and things like that. I'll start as always. I know you guys like to hold back on your recognition. So actually I'm going to recognize, this may be all of you, it may not be. I'm going to recognize all the coaches who are in the Diamond Mine group. I'm really pumped for this group. If you couldn't tell in my super awesome video this morning when I was half asleep, you're welcome for that. But I'm really excited for this group. I hope you kind of understood what I was talking about in the video because we're going to use that going forward. But I'm actually really excited for all of you guys that are in the group. So I hope you learn some stuff. I hope we can hit some big, huge goals, in a short period of time and make some cool things happen. So I'm really excited for all of you guys' businesses and to work with that group in particular. So that's my recognition. Everyone, I'm going to sprinkle it. Sprinkle it on you guys. I'm sprinkling it. There it is. Anybody else have something that they want to? Oh, hello. Hand raise.
I'd like to recognize Jenny and welcome her to the team. She's already sold a challenge pack and signed a coach, which you probably saw the little announcement that I made. So welcome, Jenny. You'll get to see what this is all about.
Welcome.
And Jenny's also in the Diamond Mine group. So she's jumped right in. Splash. She's ready. So that was really cool too. Boom. Yeah. Bam. All right. Anybody else got anything?
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Oh, it's a happy birthday, Rachel Day. So, what else? Anything else? Anybody got anything else? No? Good. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to toss it over to Suzanne, and she's going to talk to us about challenge packs. Okay. So whenever you're ready, Suzanne, take it away.
I don't know how well you're going to hear me. I do have a cold, so I sound like I've got a frog in my throat.
You sound fantastic.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
I guess when we first start getting into these groups, one of the things that we tend to put our people in is a challenge group. And the newcomers don't always know what that challenge group is or even what it's for. Basically, a challenge group is just a positive motivational group that we put customers into, our prospective customers, our coaches, just to keep everybody motivated. People don't always have an idea how to eat healthy, how to get into shape. They buy a program, it sits on their table, they don't know what to do with it, or people have given them a pack of Shakeology and they don't know what to do. So us as coaches come in together and we put people into these challenge groups and just kind of giving them direction. And as I said, the challenge group is usually run by a coach, or a couple of us have teamed up. We've tried different methods. I know I've done individual groups. I've done with 2 coaches. I've done with 3, and now with the determination, I'm not even quite sure how many coaches. I think we're 8 to 10 coaches. Anybody can chime in. And there's different. Yeah, there's more and more. The thing is, when you do these challenge groups, they can be different lengths, different ways to look at them. You can do a 3-day group, would be a 3-day cleanse or the refresh. You can do a 7-day, or you might do just clean eating, focusing on nutrition. Might even do a water challenge. You can go 14 days, which again is extending your 7-day nutrition, your clean eating, your water. Or even as you get to the 30-day group, you can do the same, or you can add a program to it with or without Shakeology. Some of the things that we have done when we have 2 or more coaches is you work together as a team. You may have some that are really, really organized. I know Rachel and I run many groups together. Rachel tends to have everything to the T, what she's going to post, when she's going to have to post. And me, I just come in and sporadically post things when I have time, just to give it that feel of we're not in there all the time, or there's somebody in the group that's actually paying attention. And when you have 2 or more coaches, they also share the responsibility of the challenge group. So you don't go, oh my God, I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, make sure all my Hootsuites are set, or I've got to make sure I know what I'm posting first thing in the morning. I've got to have an idea. With 2 or more coaches, you can say, okay, you can either run maybe Monday through Wednesday or Wednesday through Friday if you're not on the weekend. However you choose to do it, it kind of takes that pressure off of you. And it also helps when throughout the day you can get in the challenge group and make comments. So you kind of want to, if somebody puts a comment in, they ask questions, you're there for them and say, hey, I'm going to answer your question. If I can't, I'm going to put you in the direction of somebody else. And meanwhile, I'm in the background going, okay, so-and-so is asking this question. Who can I talk to get the answers? I don't know a whole bunch about, the fitness parts like injuries. So I would go to a trainer and I'd ask, like, hey, this one's injured. They have knee problems. What do you recommend for different exercises? And then they come back and you answer their post. It may take you a few minutes, but again, it gives you time. And if somebody else sees something, they can also post for you. One of the things that we stress in the challenge group is basically motivation. That's the whole key, because people just want to know that somebody's there and they're pushing them. Another thing that they like to do is people in the groups are looking to see how other people are doing. They're looking to see if they failed. They're looking to see if their meals aren't very good and how they remedy it. Do they just kind of say, oh, I'm just going to go off to the side? Or do they actually say, hey, maybe I need some help. Can somebody call me, push me, give me some more direction so I can succeed too? So that's one good thing about the challenge groups. And you always want to make the people feel special. If you put people in a challenge group, make sure that you are actually contacting them. Don't let them sit in the challenge groups and just let them go and go, oh, well, they're probably doing the program. You don't know that. But if you call them out, whether it's through a personal message once a week, which is what I usually do, I'm constantly personal messaging. I'm like, what do you like? What do you need me to put in? Is there something we're slacking? I'm always asking for information, like what we need. My last time I posted that with some people we needed meal plans. So I immediately put like 4 or 5 meal plans out there and said, here's some ideas, post some recipes that people are using. And you'll notice the whole bunch of stuff will blow up one day. And that's usually me having asked those questions like, what do you want to see? And you always want to try to get to know your participants. You need to know, like, are they single? You just kind of want to know their family, their occupation, what they like to do, just to give them a little feel that you really care. And it's just not, oh, I'm in the group simply to purchase products, or being in this group, I have to drink this or I have to do that. That's not the point. The point is to get them motivated and gain your trust. Let's see. Now, if you choose to run any challenge group, Beachbody does have program guides. So if you decide that, hey, I'm doing the 21-day fix and I want to run the group by myself, what do I do? You just simply go to the training in your coach online office, in the back office. Go under training, check the training library, and they have challenge group guides for every single program that are out there that literally walk you through 30 days or even 60 days as to what to post for nutrition, what to post for motivation, and even like Shakeology recipes or something like that. Another thing that I've done with multiple challenge groups, sorry, my voice is cracking now, is rewards. I have done like weekly drawings for Shakeology packets, E&E packets, results and recovery. We've done grab bags before, which is a raffle kind of style. Last year we did the Easter basket, where we had a whole bunch of people put in, and We did a drawing at the end of the holiday season. Trying to think of what else we've done we've also done reindeer games, which was just a video challenge, a daily video challenge, which we did a mini one just a couple weeks ago for the Easter. Those are some of the things we've done. Now, I've had people ask me what happens after like 2 weeks. People, after that 2-week period, people go, okay, I'm really motivated, and things have started to dwindle. Either their motivation's going, they're not seeing the results, and what do you do? What I've done in the past is if people have groups that are kind of not doing real well, they know it, ask another coach to come in. It's new blood. They may have new ideas. Bring in some new people. Do little games. Ask questions. Like I think I posted the other day, like, give me a picture of your workout buddies. And I was looking for 4-legged or 2-legged critters or even little kids, and that got people talking again. So little things that are kind of off the wall will bring life back to your group. How many times I post a day? The minimum is like 3. I'll post first thing in the morning. I try to hit something around lunchtime, and I try to hit dinner. With my work schedule, I post whenever I can. So you'll see them flying in 2, 3 at a time, and then there may be a span of like 4 or 5 hours somebody else will post. I have tried Hootsuite. That was a question I was asked. I don't like Hootsuite because it disengages myself. I did, people can put those first posts in, and that's fine. But when I did that, I was like, oh, okay, it's running by itself. I never checked the group. The groups would go down. So I personally don't like Hootsuite. I know people do like that. They put the motivational post in every day through Hootsuite. That's fine. But sometimes it leaves that little label so they can know that it came in through Hootsuite. I think that's basically all I have. Is there any questions or suggestions? Oh, take that back. One other thing I do stress in challenge groups, every week, my participants, I go back and say, do you have any friends that have made comments to you that you're doing well? You've made some really good changes, and how do they feel about that? Do they want to be invited to the challenge group? I always ask for referrals every week for my participants to get new people. So it never really ends, because the following week I'll ask those new people that came in if they have any referrals. And that's how the groups keep growing. That's why Determination's over 200 people now. It's just because we keep asking for those referrals. So, anything? Sorry, I kind of rushed it, but my voice won't last forever.
I thought it was good. Anybody want to add to that or anything? Okay. I think basically in summary, one of the things to take away from this, there is no like right or wrong way to run a challenge group. I mean, there's so many different ways and so many different things you can do. So you have to kind of do what works for you. Okay, so if you're really good at running 3-day challenge groups, feel free to do that. If you're not good at running challenge groups at all, don't run challenge groups. I mean, you can really do anything with them. This isn't a tool. This is an optional tool that you can use to build your business. Okay, and I think Suzanne, I mean, she alluded perfectly to that. I mean, there's just so many different things, so many things that we've done in the past. Some have worked for us, some haven't. That doesn't mean it won't work for you. It just means we've tried different things, and we kind of know what works for us, what's worked for us as a team, what kind of works for us as individuals, and then we play to those strengths, and you guys need to do the same thing. It's okay to try something and have it not work. That just means that you got to do something else, okay? So some of the things that she did say that I think are important is it's not like, okay, you think you want to run a challenge group and it's like, oh boy, now what? Okay, so there is challenge group guides in your coach online office that you have access to. So they have them for particular programs. If you want to run a challenge group, say around like I don't know, combat just came back. Like I want to run a combat challenge group, okay? So if I ran that group, there's an actual guide laid out where you can copy post for like 30 days. I think it might even be 60 days. You can copy posts. There's a daily post for each day, and you can just take it and copy it right into your challenge group on Facebook. I mean, it's that simple. They have made it that easy for you to be able to do it. And the posts are all across the board. You know, there's stuff on like, you know, different supplements you might want to use with the program. Then there's just little health posts. There's posts on Shakeology. There's posts on, you know, doing the exercises right and stuff like that. They have posts with the trainers where the trainers actually made little videos and stuff like that. So, I mean, there's things for everything. There's also even like a generic one, like a general one. So if you wanted to run a group that wasn't really like program focused, like it's not just combat, it's just anything. They also have challenge group guides for that as well. So it just makes everything really generic. It doesn't talk about programs in particular. So they even have that back there. So there's lots of stuff to use. There's lots of people on this team, in this group, that have run challenge groups that you can use as resources. Make sure you use your team. We've done this before. We know how it works, and we have suggestions of things you can do. Some of the other things, I think the reward thing is kind of cool. I think giving away stuff is cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything crazy expensive. Like Suzanne said, she gave away like some sample packs of different things. But what that does is it also gives people exposure to Beachbody stuff. Okay, and that's a really important part. Like, hey, you might give away 3 sample packets, but if that person then ends up and turns into a Shakeology customer, cool. You know, if you give away some E&E or something like that, same thing can happen. Even if you give away a workout program, you know, this could be like a little $10 workout program that you got from Beachbody through a challenge pack sale or something like that. Boom, you can give that stuff away. Giveaways are cool. They're huge, you know. So that's another cool thing. I actually really like that idea. That might even be something we might want to look at doing more of in determination, because I don't think we've really exercised that one too much. And we have multiple coaches in there. So throw that out there. Hootsuite, for those of you that don't know what that is, Mike reading Julie's message. Okay, so Hootsuite's another thing. So if you don't know what Hootsuite is, basically what that is it's a tool. It's free. Okay, and what you can do is you can use it to schedule posts. So very much like Suzanne was alluding to, I don't want you guys to get like I need to be on here and posting all the time and doing all this stuff. I mean, you're busy. You have stuff going on. I understand that. And your group needs to understand that too. But a way to overcome that and make sure you're getting a post into your group every day, even on those days when you're busy, is using something like Hootsuite. So you can schedule your posts ahead of time. I mean, you can do this for an entire month if you wanted to. You could schedule a post. And all that ensures is that you're going to get a post into your group every day. Okay, so you're keeping your group engaged by getting a post into the group every day. That doesn't mean you can't go in there and write another post. That doesn't mean you shouldn't go in there and still comment and engage with the people that are in your groups. That doesn't mean that at all. It's just ensuring that you're keeping that post in the group every single day. So if you have any questions about Hootsuite or how to use that, you know, you can talk to me or Suzanne or some of the other leaders use Hootsuite too. I'm actually kind of messing around with this new one, same idea. It's called Buffer. And so Buffer has the same idea. It's free. I think Buffer is a lot easier to use. Hootsuite can kind of be confusing. They have like a lot of different options. And so far from what I've seen, Buffer is really like, I don't want to say like dumbed down a little bit, and it's real easy to do stuff on there. They only allow you to have one social media hooked up. So, you know, if you made it your challenge group, like that's it. That's the only one you can hook up unless you like pay for it. Hootsuite is the same way. They limit what you can have on there too. So if you want to have, say you want to have your Facebook challenge group as your Hootsuite thing, you can't then have like another group that you Hootsuite to. You can only have one, or you have to delete it before you can hook up to another one. That might make sense. That might not to everybody, but that's how they do it. That's how they're trying to get money. They're like everybody else. Everybody wants to get paid, so I understand. It's cool. So you get one free one though. So I mean, you can still take advantage of Buffer and or Hootsuite, or even both if you wanted to, and you can use those tools. It's a really cool thing. And I mean, even speaking past challenge groups, you know, we've covered this before, talking about just your posts on a daily basis and trying to keep your audience engaged in you. these tools are great things that you can use to even post onto your personal page. And I'm not talking like Beachbody specifically. I'm talking anything that you want to post out. I mean, schedule these posts out. This is ensuring you're getting multiple posts in every single day and engaging your audience on social media. More people looking at you, the better. Okay, so the more posts you get out there, the better. So it's a cool tool across the board. Actually, I think the best point out of here was like the last thing that you covered, Suzanne. I think that was actually cool and something that I didn't even really think about doing. So nice job on that. But when she talked about asking for new contacts or new referral type things from people that are already in the group, I think that's huge. I mean, what's the worst they can say? No? All right, cool. Then you don't have anybody. That's great. I'll talk to you again in a couple weeks. Maybe you do. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, this is, I mean, it's the same thing like when we're talking about just inviting people in general. When somebody says no to you, that's not like the end all be all. You know, you can still use that person that doesn't want to be in the challenge group and be like, hey, well, do you know anybody that might need a little help with their health and fitness? And you know that we could add to this group. I mean, you'll be surprised by how many people are like, yeah, I might know a couple people, or might, yeah, here's a name that you can probably go reach out to them. So use your contacts to get more contacts. All you're doing is you're spreading your network out. You're spreading your social media grasp out further and further. I mean, when you get these contacts, these are people that you might not even necessarily know. Now you're in a whole new group.
Yeah.
Of, you know, you're in a whole new web of contacts. It's crazy. So that one new person, that one new person, you just branch out. I mean, it's nuts. So do not be afraid to ask people for contacts, whether it's a challenge group thing, whether it's just a person you're talking to about Beachbody in general outside of challenge groups. Never be afraid to ask for contacts. Like I said, worst thing they say is no. What do you yell? Nothing. Okay? Let them say no. So I thought that was a really important point. So in the end, you guys all have full access to determination. Make sure that you use that. The rules for determination. You have to read them before you can be added in to determination. The rules are in the pinned post on the Team Tenacious page. If you don't know what the pinned post is, the pinned post is the post that is at the top, okay? So it never moves. So if like somebody adds a comment to the Team Tenacious page, it goes underneath it. So the pinned post is always at the top. Everything else goes under it. It never moves. It stays there, okay? In order to see what I'm talking about, you have to click continue reading at the bottom because you can't see it. Because the post only is this big. I made a measurement with my fingers. It's this big on your screen. You have to click continue reading, and then it opens up like this big. That's where the new coach training material is, and that's also where the link is to the Google Doc that tells you what the rules are for determination. Okay? We had to come up with a nice set of guidelines so everybody plays nice in determination. We're all friends. We're not trying to get in fights and arguments. Okay? So the rules are specifically laid out. You just follow them. They're not anything really crazy. So just read them. Once you read them, we can add you to determination. And obviously the rules on that are also kind of spelled out. If you have a contact that wants to get into the determination group, you specifically add them. This way, if they ever say something like, hey, I'm interested in getting that T25, we can go into the thing and see who added the member so we can let that coach know that their person would like to know more information about T25. This is how we help each other build our businesses across the board, okay? We're not here to steal people from each other, okay? It's not a pool. Everybody has specific people in there. It's just not a pool of customers. That's what I want you to know, okay? Everyone's been added specifically by someone into the group. So that's determination for general fitness group. That's all I wrote down. Boom. I write down a lot of stuff when people talk. There's good stuff. So anybody else have any other questions, not necessarily about challenge groups, about anything else in particular?
Kevin, how did you run your cash challenge group?
Oh, sure. Okay, so I have to look up the money amount again, but this is what I did. If you're looking to run like a cash challenge group, like you're looking to give away like a cash prize, like a Biggest Loser type thing or something like that, I ran one with my sister a while back, and basically what we did is I just took the max dollar amount. Okay, so I think it was $250. So basically, however many coaches you have that want to be part of this group, you just split the $250 cash prize across the board. Okay, because people kind of want to know how much they're going to win if they get in. So I just had the money out there right away, like, hey, 250 to the winner. So regardless of how many people you get, you're on the hook for 250. That's the one bad part about it. The thing that I did was anybody that signed up with a challenge pack to get into The Biggest Loser, I waived the fee for them to get in. Okay, so normally the fee was like, I don't know, I think it was like $20 or something like that, or whatever we decided that the fee would be for you to get in, like your participant fee. Well, if you ordered a challenge pack, fee was waived. Okay, and how I ran it was I made up one of those like little like Survey Monkey deals, and you can basically have them like, you can ask them a bunch of questions, you know, like, oh, are you interested in getting a challenge pack? And they can put like yes, and then it like put challenge packs in there, and they can do all that, blah blah blah. But they can have all their information in there too, all their contact info, like email address and all that. And then what that will do is it exports it to a spreadsheet. Once they submit their application, exports it to a spreadsheet, and then you have all that information. So it's like, oh, well, Jim Murphy over here, he wants to get a T25 challenge pack because he wants his fee waived. Okay, cool. And then I just take Jim Murphy's email address, pop it into the mobile app, send him a T25 Shakeology chocolate sign up for the challenge pack, and boom, he's in the group. He doesn't pay a fee. He's ready to go. So I forego some of my commission money on a challenge pack sale to get my 2 Success Club points and to you know, get them into the Biggest Loser group. That's how I ran mine. Is it the only way to do it? No. I mean, if you want to do it totally based on the number of participants, like we're going to give away however much money, however many participants we get, $10 per person we get in. I would definitely cap it, because I think based on Beachbody rules, you're only allowed to give away 250 in cash and or prizes per challenge group. So yeah, I mean, that's the reason that I just put it out there right away. And I think we did cap it. I think we said like the first 20 people, because you want to build like that excitement up. You know, you want people to be like, oh, I got to kind of act on this fast. They're only let 20 people in. You know, so you want to kind of get that going too. So that's what I did. Does that make sense?
How did you do the weight loss the winner? Was it percentage body fat loss?
Yeah, I did like there was a percentage. I have like a PowerPoint or something that I used actually. I can get you what the calculation was.
I know what the calculation is. I just have to look it up because I did it for the hospital.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it like worked out really well. So like even people that like didn't have to or the people that had a lot more to lose and the people that didn't have as much to lose, it kind of still like worked out where that percentage was still close type of thing. So whatever that was, that's what I used to do it. And then I did weigh-ins. So they were required every 2 weeks to send me like a video of them stepping, like a scale zeroed out, then them stepping on it, and then them stepping off of it. And then that's the weight that I recorded for the week for them. So that's the accountability part. And if they missed a weigh-in, then they missed a weigh-in. I mean, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So, and I think actually what we did is we actually required the weigh-in. So if they missed it, they were out, gone. So.
No excuses, huh?
That's right. We'll mess around. Money's on the line.
Scale, you're screwed.
That's right. Get that scale.
All right. That's good to know.
Yep. That's how I did it.
Okay. That's
See, just another idea. It's another idea for a group, another idea that you guys can try out if you want to. That one requires, you know, obviously you to kind of put some skin in the game a little bit with that one, obviously, because you're putting money out of your pocket into a group. So
you did Survey Monkey? Is that what you said?
I think that's what I used. I think I used Survey Monkey. There's some other. I think actually the Google Docs has something you can use.
And did they pay you that way, or did they pay you in cash because you knew these people?
They pay. I did PayPal.
PayPal. Okay.
Yep. So I had them PayPal me, and then I actually the winner was local, so I just took the money out of the account and like got cash, and then paid him that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to look up the Google Doc thing real quick. Let's see. Yeah, it's called Google Forms. And I have one, so if you guys are interested or if somebody was thinking about running a group like that, I can share that with you, and you can kind of see what I have, and then you can tweak it or do whatever you want with it. But like I said, it's real nice because when they hit the submit button at the end, all that information goes into a spreadsheet that's on your Google Drive. So you have like up-to-date information on who's filling out these sheets. So basically you just post a link to the form, and then whoever wants to be in, they just click it, they fill it out, they submit it, and then you get a new entry into your spreadsheet.
Gavin, can you send that to me? We have been kind of talking, when this kind of came up, because I think I don't know, I needed a refresh, needed to hit the refresh button, and I needed to bring some new ideas and do something different, because I just felt like I was, and we had this talk. So I just kind of was, I was kind of inspired by Brooke Roney's Team Panacea call, and this is basically what she did. And I mean, her call last Monday was really good. I advise, you know, if anybody can get time to watch, it was really good. But so I kind of, you know, wanted to pull in one of my coaches, and Julie was going to pull in one of hers. So there's 4 of us that are kind of 5 of us that are kind of just running a little 45-day challenge group, and we're going to start next Monday.
Okay. So
if you guys have anybody want to run, and then after they're done with this, roll them into determination.
Cool.
So, yeah, so that's if you can give me, like, send me that Google form, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you.
I wanted to mention tonight, as well as Team Panacea is having their call, and it was mentioned that we should be on that call.
Yep. I think you guys should go on that call just for the speaker in particular. So the girl that's speaking, like, basically, she went diamond in 90 days, and she's 1-star qualifying right now. So she's going to talk about basically how she recruited, how she found coaches, but not only just coaches, but coaches that wanted to work in business. So, I mean, I think it would be a pretty good call to be on, especially because I feel like that's a lot of what I hear the most as far as struggles on this team in particular, is how to find coaches, but not only that, but how to find coaches that actually want to build a business. I'm going to give you guys tons of more ideas in the Diamond Mind, hopefully, but it's a good start. And obviously it's always nice to hear from different coaches and get different ideas. So if you have time tonight, I would suggest getting on the call at 8:30. And the link, I think, is actually in our pin post for the Team Panacea call.
You can't do it from a cell phone. You have to do it from a laptop.
Yeah. Yep. It's not Zoom.
No.
No, it's InstaPresenter, but I think if you have Photon, I think it's with the processor that'll actually allow you to see it. So somebody.
Cool. Anything else? Nothing? Everybody's good to go? Okay. Cool. All right. So, yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for coming on. Thanks, Suzanne, for the presentation. Appreciate it. And,
did Maggie have something to say?
What?
Was Maggie saying something? I don't know. She's muted.
Oh, hold on. Let me unmute you. Don't talk yet. Okay, try to talk now.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll just ask on Facebook because I know this is getting ready to end. So it's just a quick question.
How quick?
Okay. So it's about the challenge group you were talking about that's starting Monday.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to know. You said it's 45 days. Is that what I heard? Did I hear that right?
Yeah. What you Melissa Derovic is going to message you after this meeting, and she's going to talk to you all about it.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
You got it.
All right, guys. Have a nice night. I hope you guys are able to jump on that Team Panacea call and learn some stuff. See you guys later.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Yep.